Welcome to this game of Mechabellum. Here I'm fighting against set, and my options: cost control, giant, supply, and aerial specialist. And looking at those options, I could go for supply, aerial, more or less, but I will end up going for cost control, something I didn't pick in a very long time. My opponent's choice as quick supply specialist is really good here with arc lights and sabers. Marksman, not that good. Fire Badger, also not that great. And Sabertooth specs, not bad here. Crawlers and Fire Badgers. And my opponent ended up going for quick supply specialist, which is really good. I have an arc light steel ball comp here. And cost control, so I have 100 extra at the start, but less HP and damage, 11%. You see me selling a ball instantly. See, because I'm with arc lights, I don't think they match well with balls. And I will grab Phoenix as my DPS here. Is my opponent thinking of going here? Then go back here. Move quite a little my units here before deciding the position. You can see the Phoenix and one more arc light. So I have 4 arc lights, 1 ball, and Phoenix. As long as my arc lights kill the crawlers, the Phoenix can kill the rest. That's the idea. Even if it's cost control Phoenix, so it has even less HP and damage. But it has been a long time since I grabbed this specialist, so I wanted to try it again, give it a chance. And I was fighting a low MMR opponent compared to my current MMR. He's at 1700. You can see the arc lights are doing their job. The balls tank it down a little because the Sabertooths can kill them. 2 Sabertooths against 1 pack of balls. Not fair for the balls. But now the Phoenix will kill the rest and he didn't get any anti-air. Which he could have grabbed. His quick supply had even more money than me on the first round and his units are not nerfed. So he has a clearly starting advantage. Now, look at those Phoenix. Move a little, don't shoot. Move a little, don't shoot. They will do it until Sabertooth gets to the tower. They move, starts to shoot, but then the Sabertooth's out of range, then they move again. Quite annoying. Here, look at this. Improved Sandworm. It would be amazing if I could put photon coating on the Sandworm, but I can't. So, skip. I need the money. See me going instantly for range on my arc lights and grabbing crawlers, because I do need some chaff on my units, so my arc lights are not instantly locked by the opponent's Sabertooths. Opponent ended up going for redeployment, which is a good card. And I could have grabbed it to try maybe a cheesy strategy here, put a Phoenix here, try to go straight for his tower. What my opponent's going to do here. Phoenix on the side. But then he decided against it and put them here. So here would be better for him. He got tower to level 2, but I won't have any units defending it. Let's see, I didn't unlock Fangs this turn because I needed the crawlers. Although I could have went Fangs and put here in front and 1 here. Would have been an option. And with deployment he can use the Phoenix here, then just deploy it elsewhere. On the main board you can see he has nothing against air, so my Phoenix is safe. as long as those don't get here, and they will eventually. You see, my tower will tank for a little while because it's a level 2. It's enough that I almost kill everything. 2 arc lights is still alive. And killed my last ground unit. Here. And now it's tower against tower. Who will get it first? And he gets my tower first. And he's coming. Come on, kill the tower. 1 phoenix down, but tower debuff. And it's time for payback. 1 down. 2 down. And hero phoenix. And if you enjoy a hero phoenix, you could subscribe. It's easy. And it helps me. Okay, here, laser sight. Best choice in my opinion. Social module can be good on some units, but none that I have. And laser sight on my phoenix here, that just got level 2, will be amazing. You'll see me putting fangs here, just in case my opponent decided to keep the phoenix in here, but he will move it and put together with his army. So now we both have 1 phoenix each, together with the army. I will have fang here, and more crawlers. But I still have a lot of money. So 1 more unit, and another phoenix. And I had 300 left, and I was thinking, do I grab range enhancement? The thing about going for the phoenix stacks early is if your opponent go fortress. I always fear the fortress when I go phoenix. But if it takes too long to go fortress, I can just, when the phoenix are high level, then I can start getting attacks. And with enough levels, they can survive. Even if it's a bit nerfed. And I decided to end up going for range enhancement. Even with the fear of fortress. But at least even if I have to sell, I will pay almost the same as he paid for the anti-air. And I still only have 2. So it's double to sell them, if I need to. But you can see I lost the ground war. And now my phoenixes are stuck shooting at crawlers. Here we have unit deployments and unit reinforcements. And I don't really want any of those. Though Radiant could be useful, but I look at Void Eye, and out of the ones here, it's probably the best, because he doesn't have great units to deal with them, and I can go eventually for electromagnetic armor, which is really annoying. Even if he doesn't have a lot of attacks yet. You see me going for Shockwave. I want to clear his shaft faster, so my Phoenix can target the right units, which are the Sabertooths. And now the Void Eyes, which he also grabbed and got attack on them. Went for range enhancement and suppressive shots on the Void Eyes, so he really invested on them. I think I don't even have the attacks here. So I do suppressive shots and range enhancement. I could have went the same, but I had other ideas. I already have my DPS unit in the Phoenix. I just need to win the ground war. You see me putting fangs in front, protection against missiles, and more shaft. Don't have enough money to level this Arclight, but he doesn't quite need the level here. Shockwave doesn't increase in damage with levels, and he can still one-shot the... You see me putting one Arclight here in the flank. Now it's just pulled units, but Next turn it will do better. But once again, you can see he also put units here, so he pulled my shaft. We both end up doing the same. But look at this, his phoenix are dead, so I win by default now. I have 3 phoenix left. Even if he has quite a few crawlers, he'll lose the tower, but they have more than enough time to kill everything. And farm experience, got a level and close to a level. So air cheese. Here, tank production line, and I was fearing. Now it's the time my opponent's going to go for fortress. Great item to put on fortress. There's also improved fortress, but I don't think it's that worth in this case. But the item is really good. I will just skip. And that's the thing, I wanted to grab Launcher Overload, but now I fear that they will grab Fortress, and my Phoenix are not quite high enough level. Even if I get the shield, they will die quite easily. So I will wait and grab Electromagnetic Armor. So now if his Void Eye shoot my Void Eye, or his Arc Lights, or Phoenix, they will lose their attacks for 4 seconds and move forward. You will see me here putting crawlers in front of the arc lights. So now he will be able to kill the crawlers he pulled and distract the Phoenix for quite some time, because he doesn't have shaft clear here. You see me putting a missile here to deal with the fangs. I didn't have the deployments to put 1 crawler in front. You see me putting crawlers here, the idea being to go for his tower, but he has crawlers here too. But some should divert and distract those, while others will go for the tower. See? My strategy worked perfectly. Oh, those few crawlers will get his level 1 tower here. Also the other one's going for this one. As I said, he had no shaft clear in the backline. So 18 seconds debuff for my opponent. But most of the fight was already over when I got the second debuff. But he didn't protect his towers. That's what happens. And the game just offered him a way to protect himself against my electromagnetic armor, at least his ground units, which are most of his units, and the ones with tech. There's also Sandworm, which could be decent against me, although I do have the Phoenix now, a level 3 Phoenix here. You see he going for Seer with Photon Emission, protect himself against the electromagnetic on my Void Eyes. And I finally decided to really invest on Phoenix. So I Launcher Overload, doubling the DPS of my Phoenix. I sold one of the Farseers and put another here. So even if he put a few units here, Farseer should be able to deal with it, or at least help. You can see he put Fangs in here. But that Crawler diverting some to distract and then the others grabbing the tower was amazing. You see me putting Missile here, and I have also Crawlers, but he decided to deploy his investment. With this Fang here, I think he deployed here. One should just protect against missiles. And damage level 2. So my Phoenix have a lot of damage. That was in case he went for the Sandy Worms. And it also helps against the saber-tooths and farseers. You can see the overload working amazingly. Shooting faster, killing his medium units. My farseer won the other side, but the fight here is already over. I think grabbed the debuff. And more damage. I think my opponent's getting in a quite desperate situation. And orbital bombardment. Which is not great for someone investing on Phoenix. Since Phoenix is very vulnerable to orbital bombardment. Considering he also has 3 Phoenix. At least I can use against him too. Since I am pulling those Phoenix to this side, I decided to put here, so I can grab those 2 and all the other units over here. And if he goes for only 1 shield, he would probably put here, and this side would be defenseless. You'll see me putting 2 shields here, protect my units, and I will end up grabbing another shield on the Phoenix. You'll also see me putting sledges in front, so more units to distract him and stop him from hitting my arc lights, and Phoenix in case he went for AA on the farseers. Also put 1 arc light on this side to help clear the shaft faster. And with shield, those high level Phoenix should be able to survive. It's level 3 and level 3, so 2 level 3 Phoenix. And with shields it needs 6. Actually, no, it's not 6. I think it's 1,500 damage per missile from this. Or was it 2,000 and something? It's either 8 or 6 missiles to kill a Phoenix. No, it's 3,000. Yeah, it's 4 missiles. If 4 missiles land on the same Phoenix, it dies. But it's not a lot equal to lightning, so I'll survive it. They just lost their shields. So if I didn't grab shields, they would have all died. He also went for Electromag on his Void Eyes, but it was not enough. You can see here, he grabbed the 3rd tech on the Void Eyes, so very expensive to grab the electromagnetic armor. But next round I would probably need a boat with photon. And I could just put 1 here, and it would protect all my Phoenixes. And most of my units. But that's it for this game. Cost control victory. Who would have guessed it? Maybe I won't avoid it that much anymore. We will have to see. But that's it. I will see you on the next one.